what else? There's another thing. Here on TNT, we could just speak with strangers and speak it while the meeting is being broadcasted to YouTube, you know? So on the first immersions, uh, that thing is a challenge because you feel exposed, you feel nervous, you know. But it helps a lot. For example, I work from home office, from home, you know, and I sometimes I feel isolated because I am in my home, you know, and every day I have my meetings, my job, but sometimes I need to make some presentation, some talk about some technology for some public, you know. So it's good. I was good because I was sharp. That skill was sharp. So because just because I am here speaking every day on YouTube, speaking with strangers, you know, so I don't felt so much nervous at that time, you know, that I needed to make that presentation. So I think it's amazing, and I feel that everyone need to do that, you know, because it's a useful skill to how to speak in public or speak with strangers. I guess that's important. That's it.
Yeah, and I would add that if you can open your camera, that helps even more, because you don't have a work meeting and you just close your camera. It's part of communication. At least for me, I do this with my hands all the time. So if I close my camera, it's like I'm partially mute, because I use a lot of gestures. So I think body language can also help in your communication.
Sorry, you can see me right now?
Yeah, but I wasn't
Oh,
talking, it wasn't
okay.
like, oh, I wasn't calling anybody out, I was just mentioning about this.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
you guys
important.
understood.
Yeah, I agree. I am always with the camera opened because we need to speak with the colleagues, you know, so we can just see the expressions and see the feedback that if the information that you are transmitting is being received and understand, you know.
Yeah. For a job interview, for example, you don't have your camera close. So if you have one, you are prepared because you've been here before, the camera was closed, was open, so you could get more comfortable. That is just my opinion, of course, my case. And you, William, question number 2.
So I guess it's a personality. It's a I think, como é que eu posso dizer? As a personality from someone's help another. Like we are here, we speak with each other. It's something good. It's a quite charismatic person. I think. I think we become more charismatic with another people's because we are here improve the English learning and share it with someone else, and it's a great thing because before this I have this feeling de como é que eu posso dizer, de not to be this person, de not to be who wants you help. I will not help you before. Now I have this vision. I need help some peoples. I need to help like more charismatic as a good person. I think if you are a good person, you are charismatic person. I think is that. So I hear what you say about the closed camera, and I think the same. Before, I was nervous because I need to close the camera, and they could not see me, so my shame not be affected. But now it's more like I need to be affected by this, and be affected by this becomes me like a charismatic person. Como é que eu digo naturally, I think it's this, I think.
Truly interesting what you mentioned about seeing how it's different for you to have the camera closed and open. I really believe that communication is something we work on, and we don't like, oh, I learned everything that I had to learn. You learn something today, and tomorrow there is another opportunity for you, you know.
Before, me deixa falar só isso. Always I want the camera closer. I want as a camera closer, and now I need the open camera for I understand you by your expressions from the face or hands or something like else. I can see by the minimal detail. Sometimes it's not always, but now it's a currently thing, and it's been more easy. It's been more easy speaking freely and see how long como é que até onde isso vai dar. How long is it for? I think.
Yeah, you can totally see your point. And you mentioned about helping others. I think that is something important. On the video I was going to share, it had this information. Being charismatic also means it is about the others and not only yourself. So if you can engage other people to your speech, your actions, you can be charismatic. For example, you are telling a story and people are really paying attention because you have a skill like storytelling, and I think that is something that you learn, but some people are just natural. You can see they don't do a lot of effort, but they can attract people to their speech, and something that is something that I really would like to develop. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm here, because the more I practice, the better it gets. At least I hope so. I am crossing my fingers here. So what else? Question number 3. Let's comment about career options for charismatic people. So Wesley, what do you think? What are some examples?
I think the marketing, the people that are speaking about some product, politicians as well, because they need to know how to speak with their public, what else? Well, I think that's the mainly ones that comes to my mind, I think there's a lot of other examples, but I can't tell right now.
And in your field, do you think you could get some benefits from that?
Yeah, on my field, I think become a manager, because you have two paths on technology. Technology is how I can say, it's a huge field. There's a lot of subfields on the technology. But if I will just make some generalization here, I could say that you can have mainly two career paths. The first one is the technical skills, that you're just programming, you're doing technical skills. And the second one, I think, manager, become a manager. So you are the leader of your team, you are managing your team, and I think it is essential to know how to speak with your colleagues when you are a manager, because you need to know how to speak correctly, and your colleagues need to know and understand what you are speaking, what is the task that you are giving to me. So I think the manager career path will helps a lot, and maybe a director or something.
Gotcha. Do you have this plan to become a manager or not yet?
I don't know. I am very good on the technical, but I don't have any problem with the speaking thing. I can speak a lot, but I like a lot the technical field. So uh, I don't know. The future I could change, because manager have more salary and something like that. But I like to solve the problems, like use the technology and solve the problem and seeing that happening. When you are a manager, you are just solving problems to make your team work. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I change my idea. I don't know.
Makes sense. It's like manager, it's not such a hands-on job. You are more like supervising the operations.
Yeah, supervising and helping your team.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for sharing. And you, William, question number 3.
Yes, I think the should be number 3 was some good career options for a charismatic person. I think that it's a profession. Profession? It's you even it's professor. Professor. É isso mesmo, né? É, de escola. Professor from a school. It's a good option to be a charismatic person. To like how I said, children, children education. You need to be a charismatic person because if you do not, it's being hard working. It's hard to be a professional, but you need to be a charismatic person. You need to be a patient. You need to be you need a like it to be that. It's something I thought I think before because when I was more young, I think I work like a supervisor from the schools about technology, and I help people more older than me, and it's a good thing. I think professional it's a good option. Like Wesley said, like politician and another another options. Like he said, it's I think it's that.
It's really nice. I agree with you. I was thinking about teachers as well because some of them have a lot of knowledge,
Teacher,
but
it's
when it comes to teaching, not so much methodologies, methods, I don't know how to say, is that exactly the word didática, but it's like the way they teach. They know the subject, but they don't have a charisma and a good way of teaching. It doesn't work so well. Yeah, I was thinking as well about entertaining, for example, a singer, someone who is constantly in contact with the public. This person, I was thinking about Bruno Mars, because his concert was, people are still talking about it because he didn't only perform and sing, but he also interact with the public. He did some things that were like, oh, special for the Brazilian audience, so I think that is also part of the charisma. You prepare yourself for the audience, for the person you're talking about. That is a way to engage them even more. Because, for example, I just met William today, but maybe in 2 weeks, I'm talking with him and I ask about something he told me today. So this is something that makes him feel like, oh, she paid attention. So this is something more than just talking and answering questions. So I think that's why I said charisma is also about the other person, is more about the other than yourself. So if you are working as a performer, always depending on the reaction of your audience, you should be truly charismatic and learn some ways, to improve your performance. That's what I think. So let's talk now about ourselves. Question number 4. William, can you read this one?
Of course, it's number 4. Would you change anything about your charisma? Uh, Now, I don't know. Before, of course. Now it's good to me. It's I think it's I think it's affecting me in the multiple ways. I think de várias formas isso tem me afetado because it's something I never could have never think about to have this before talk before to participate from something like else we are here. I think it's more difficult because I do not want to help people. I do not want to hear people, and I should not like it. I should not doing this a lot of time, but it's there is some situations I agree. So now I'm agree. It's a good thing. And would you change anything? Now, no. Before, yes. And you, Wesley?
I think charisma is a skill that we are always improving, you know. So I think that's a thing that I need to change, I guess, because our current status, that who we are today, we will be better on tomorrow, you know. So I think that way. I think we need to improve ourselves and be better than we was yesterday, you know. And I think charisma is a thing that will fit on it as well. So, but specifically about myself, I think improve the storytelling, you know, the storytelling, because I need to know a lot about the subject that I am talking about, because if I just know in a superficial way, I will have some difficulties to speak. And I think that the storytelling could improve the process to how to speak about something. But I have that scientific mind to try to find the in a deep way why the things the reason of the things, you know. For example, on my field, I like to see how the computers works. So I I did bachelor, não saiu. Eu fiz faculdade. I chose the course Computer Science, and I was just thinking, well, I'm here, so I I will just try to learn about everything, you know. So I just have this thing to this curiosity, you know. I am like that, and I like to see how the computers work on a deep way, on the deep levels, how the logical circuits works, and we'll just expanding this knowledge and understanding how it works and how we are here just speaking, you know, on talk, and how the internet works as well. So I can say a lot about this subject because I know about it. But if you give me a challenge to try to sell something, and I don't know so much about the product, I will have difficulties about that because I don't have the enough storytelling. You know, I don't know how to convince. I don't feel uh, the will to convince someone about something that don't know about it. So maybe that way because the sellers have that skill, you know, they use that a lot. But I think that's it.
You are charismatic enough, you can sell it just by talking to someone. You don't need to
Yeah,
exactly sell, you know, you just have a conversation. Of course, you have an intention, but the person, sometimes they don't notice that. Just go like a smooth way, you know.
yeah, indeed.
I I with you. I truly believe that we are always on the spot in the spot we can improve, you know. So I definitely would like to change some things about myself, about my charisma, specifically speaking. For example, if I need to communicate to a person in a position of power, like a manager or someone who is my boss, I tend to be a little shy, you know. Sometimes I don't choose the words in the exactly way I'd like to. So, and I feel more uncomfortable, so that definitely affects my communication. So for that, I'd like to find a way to, I don't know, to sell myself, to be firm, you know, and to stand up for myself when I need that. Sometimes it's necessary, you know. So I think charisma can help you to bring this balance, you know. You are not a rude person, but you are not like so insecure when you are talking. So this is something that I really need to work on to feel more, okay, this is me, this is my opinion. I'm willing to learn, but I also want you to listen to me and respect me, you know. It's something really important for me. So let's take a look at some other questions. Okay, I believe number 6 is a good one. Is it necessary to be charismatic to create content online? What do you think, Wesley? Would you like to be a YouTuber? Random question.
I have an YouTube channel, uh, but about the question itself, I think it depends of the format of the content. If you are on the screen, you know, if you are speaking, you need to be charismatic, I guess. But if you are just editing the videos and posting, I don't know. I think that isn't necessary, you know. It depends of the format that you are creating, I guess.
What is the subject of your channel?
It's about evolution and evolutionary algorithms, about AI and something like that, you know.
Oh, you can share it with us if you want, the link.
Okay, I will share later.
Good, thanks. And you, William?
Uh, I think it's como é que eu digo? How I say that depende. Like you said, like Wesley said, depende do tipo de conteúdo. Depends on the content you're going to share. Because I see a lot of people on the internet, Instagram, Twitter, now X. It's como é que eu digo? São pessoas, eu costumo usar essa expressão, eu não sei dizer em inglês, escrúpulos. São pessoas assim, eu vejo muita gente sem escrúpulos para falar de muitas das coisas. É uma pessoa assim muito grossa, uma pessoa muito I don't know how to describe in English this person. I think it's a content, o conteúdo te molda no que você for fazer. Because if you're a teacher, something, if you are sharing something like the English, now we are here, you could not to be like this person is a bad person, you know? Você não pode ser assim grosseiro, você não pode ser, né, indelicado, você tem que ser gentil, educado, né? Você tem que ser, you need to be a charismatic person to share something like that. And it's if I put resume my answer, and that is it would be the content, modules, I think. O conteúdo te molda, né? Você pode moldar o conteúdo, logicamente, para ensinar o que você quiser, mas o conteúdo ele vai te moldar naquilo que você precisa, né? Para você falar bem, para você falar da forma como precisa ser ouvida. Eu não consigo ainda dizer totalmente isso, mas é isso.
Você acabou de dizer. You said it. You said everything. Very good. Thanks a lot. I was thinking about that content, for example, because in my mind, I would say yes before your answers, but now I have a second opinion, maybe. That is the good part here. Because I was
Thanks.
reflecting, like, we have people online that are being more honest about themselves. For example, shy people or people who face problems such as depression, anxiety, and these people are sharing their journeys. And it's sad. It's not something like to laugh about or to make fun or to feel like, oh, this person is outgoing or extrovert person. Sometimes they are not, but I think they have something that people can relate, and it's the main point. So depending on the content, how, like you guys said, it is something that you can, maybe you don't have the charisma people are looking for, but you have some other characteristics that make people get involved with you. So I think it changes depending on your public, on the audience. You guys taught me a lesson. Would be nice. So let's talk about one more question, maybe two. It depends on how it goes, of course. Wesley, would you like to choose the next question?
Let me see. Maybe the question number 8. What are some obstacles to overcome if you want to work on your charisma? This is a complex question, I guess, because I think there isn't a recipe, that you can just follow the steps and, whoa, the problem is solved. I think everyone have their own reality and difficulties and the personality as well. So I think if I need to say something in a generic way that will apply to almost everyone, maybe, I think you need to work and try. Don't give up, I think that's it. But if you have some specific situation, like for example, you need to, I don't know, learn how to speak in public. You have you are afraid to speak. You are afraid to speak in public, So I think you need to go there and challenge yourself and try to speak. Even if you are speaking with only your parents, then you are just evolving and speaking with your friends. Then you are speaking with more people, more public. So I think that's it, I guess.
Like baby steps.
Yeah, that's correct. And never give up,
Great advice. And you, William, what's your opinion?
Like Wesley said, you need to face it something. You can hear me?
Yeah.
So it's frozen my screen.
No, go ahead.
So you need to face it, some situations, some problems, some thoughts do you have along through your life, because if you do not to be overcome something, E you always have this. Você sempre vai ter isso. Se você não der um passo, if you do not give the step forward, you never, how can I say, you never could overcome this if you are not give the step forward. Você precisa dar um passo à frente para conseguir se sobrepor a essa situação. Eu acho que é enfrentando, né? Cara a cara, para algumas pessoas é difícil, mas it's the way.
Yeah. The more you practice, we can learn with the mistakes. We can do it better next time. So it is a process.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sarah, you said something about learning about mistakes right now. This is a great thing to speak about it. For example, I said that you need to train with your parents, speak in public with theirs, So in this case, I think it's amazing because it's a safe place that you can commit mistakes, if when we was on the school, we need to speak in public to talk about some task that the teacher just give, So it's challenging because we don't take some baby steps, like you said. We just try the maximum challenge possible on the school, We just go there for our classroom and speak in public. So the people will just feel afraid of that. So the baby steps could help on this thing, right?
Yeah, but
I
it's so
remember.
true.
I remember something. You talk about school, and I remember now. A few years ago, when I going to school, when I like stood, I need to be, I need to do this a presentation in school with all my colleagues and como é que eu digo, tive que apresentar na lousa, né? Eu não lembro como diz isso. And just because I present the job, how can I say? I win the teacher. Eu ganhei assim 10 só porque eu fui lá e falei o que era cada coisa, né? Eu me lembro bem que era uma apresentação sobre, assim, isso aqui não tem nada a ver com o assunto, né? Mas nesse dia, assim, eu vi, assim, da forma como eu falava, me ajudava, né? Mas era uma apresentação sobre algumas, como é que a gente chama? Poxa, eu gostaria de lembrar. Aquelas células primárias do corpo. Something like that. And at this
Células
moment,
tronco.
no, it's como é que a gente chama? As células primárias. Eu vou lembrar em alguma outra coisa, eu falo para vocês. É uma besteira, mas aí ninguém apresentou o trabalho, eu apresentei, ganhei 10 e a partir daquele momento never have this problem to represent something, to introduce myself, to speak with another person. And so I need to face it, this situation. The girls, they stay with me and they say, I don't speak. I will not speak. You're going to speak. No. It's you. It's all with you. Tá tudo com você, com você. Se vira aí. Nós fizemos o trabalho com você. Aí me jogaram para esse negócio. Então, desde então, eu enfrentei isso e passei, né? Uma situaçãozinha aqui que eu lembrei.
Yeah, there's an experience you can share about it. It's truly nice. Go ahead, Wesley.
And just one last thing. And like I said, we need a safe environment, right? So here is another example. We are here speaking. It's a safe environment. Of course, there's a challenge here. We are challenging ourselves to speak English, but it's a safe environment, and no one will judge us. Oh, you are committing a mistake. So and isn't a challenge like, oh, you just go to your job and you speak in English, and you need to do some presentation, you know. So I think it's important to have those safe environments to evolve, you know. It helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I really like to be here because I feel like I can be myself. Even in Portuguese, I'm someone. In English, I'm another person. But here, I think it's less distant. You know, I think we are more similar than if I had like a presentation, a formal presentation, or something like that. And you mentioned school. I remember that I could never choose to not make the presentation because my colleagues were like, "Oh, Sarah's going to present," you know.
You
But
never have the choice.
yeah, I was just chosen. Like, no, I had no saying. But that helped me because when I got to college, I was used to make the presentation. So I was like, okay, give me that. I'm gonna do it. Like, okay. So it was something tough at the time, but later I was actually thankful for that, you know. Okay, so unfortunately I have to close it. Do you guys want to say something else about the topic?
Sometimes I was. A few years ago, I have been working in this company, and they, a gente, como é que eu digo? Recebemos um cliente que ele era americano e no one could be speaking English as well, and no one could understand. And me, I see that man in there, and I asked to another guy, why he is speaking like that? Porque parecia que ele estava zangado, né? And they are mad because the people do not understand. And I'm going to there. I don't ask anyone anything else. I just go there and I speak. Hi, my name is William. I work here. What can I do for you? And that moment, my heart is beating from a lot, and it's I'm nervous, and I could not. Eu não pude pensar em mais nada, a não ser falar, né? Então, assim, eu tava naquele momento, tive assim, um carisma por aquela situação, por aquela pessoa, e fui ali ajudar, né? E consegui. Eu disse para ele estava procurando uma peça que a gente não vendia. E eu disse para ele, we do not sell these products. You're going to need look for another shop or another place. He could understand and say, okay, it's a great thing. I don't know here have this person who speaks in English who understand me. So thanks, man, a lot. And ele saiu muito feliz naquela ocasião porque, né, eu fui ali. E mais ninguém pode. Então, carisma pode te trazer isso, né? Essa é uma boa opção. Eu me lembro desses momentos porque, como eu disse, eu não tinha antes, eu não gostava de ter porque ajudar os outros muitas das vezes parecia algo medíocre para mim, sabe? Para mim, é a minha opinião, só isso. Mas agora é diferente, né?
Congrats. I think that problem can really help in a way because you don't think about English. You just think about, oh, I need to solve this. So you just did it, you know. It is a really nice example. And Wanda, how was the conversation for you? Welcome back.
It was a really good conversation. You get fun. A long time I don't see Alexandre. Yeah. Thank you for the subject. It was really interesting. Thank you.
Okay, good. I have a question for you, okay?
Okay.
Number 9. Have you ever bought anything only because the salesperson was charismatic?
Yeah, in your room, all of us bought something because of the salesperson. I think when the salesperson is charismatic, it's difficult not to buy something. Mostly when the people come to to your house and sells many moisture hidratante and things like that. You buy something for the hair.
Yeah, that is true. It has happened with me as well. And you, Wyla, same question.
Same question.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have, and I talk in another room when I traveled to Northeast. And there I talk to people, and I don't know, they are so attractive person, so influenced person. And we start to talk to about a lot of things. And I don't know, when I notice I buy a lot of things. And because I feel so comfortable, I feel so happy. So it's so good. And yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like they are selling, right? It just feels like a conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, William, for sure. Could be like money, right?
Yeah.
And Alexandre, just to finish. Oh, guys, here's a survey, okay? Please click on the link so you can give your feedback. And Alexandre, number 11. Can charisma help you expand your social network?
Can you repeat again? Can charisma?
Okay, can charisma help you to expand your social network, to make more friends, connection?
Yeah, I agree totally. If you are a very charismatic person, you can expand your networking to everywhere. It's okay, that's it.
Even in Vancouver.
Even in Vancouver, between a lot of strange people, but they are charismatic. Okay. I have to complete. The Asian people are so charismatic, right? They are so helpful. They are simple,
Mhm.
very simple, and then you
Yeah.
can talk to them easily.
That is really good. I have to make friendship with one someday. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Okay. Take care and stay charismatic to everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I got
Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.